You didn't notice it at first. You just knew that after certain conversations you felt empty, not tired, not sad, empty, like something invisible had reached inside you and taken something it was never supposed to touch. You told yourself it was nothing, that you were being too sensitive, too dramatic, too difficult. But the ancients knew something you were never taught. They had a name for this feeling, a warning for this pattern, and a philosophy for surviving it. This is not a video about toxic people. It is a video about something far more dangerous. The slow, invisible drain that happens when you stay too long near the wrong soul. 2,000 years ago, the Roman philosopher Seneca wrote a letter to his friend Lucilius, not about politics, not about war, about something he considered far more urgent. He wrote, "Retire into yourself as much as you can. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving." Seneca had spent decades inside the Roman court, surrounded by power, wealth, and people. And what he observed terrified him. Not violence, not cruelty, something quieter than both. He watched men enter a room full of energy, clarity, and purpose, and leave it diminished, hollowed, confused about who they were. He called certain kinds of company a form of contagion, not metaphor. He meant it almost literally. "You must avoid the many," he wrote, "and guard yourself most of all. Guard yourself, not from enemies, from the ordinary company of those who pull you downward." Modern psychology has a phrase for this emotional contagion. The science is clear: human beings are not isolated emotional systems. We absorb the emotional states of those around us, constantly, unconsciously, without permission. A person who carries chronic anxiety begins to transfer it to everyone nearby. A person who sees the world as threatening teaches your nervous system to do the same. But the ancients understood something even deeper than neuroscience. They understood that energy is not just emotional, it is moral, it is directional. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journals, "Never meant to be read by anyone." The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. He was emperor of Rome. He had every reason to be consumed by the people around him. Instead, he spent his mornings writing to himself, rebuilding, recalibrating, guarding, because he knew what most people never admit. You cannot pour endlessly into others without first protecting what is inside you. And some people, not out of malice, but out of their own emptiness, will take everything you offer and still be hungry. The Stoics did not believe all people drain energy the same way. They identified patterns, archetypes, souls that, through no great evil, pull you away from yourself. The first, the complainer. This is the person who has suffered genuinely but has built a home inside their suffering. They do not want solutions, they want witnesses. Epictetus, who knew real suffering, he was born a slave, his leg broken by his master, wrote this: "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." He did not deny suffering. He refused to let it become his permanent address. But the complainer has made suffering their identity, and they need yours to stay valid. Every time you sit with them in their darkness, they grow more comfortable there, and slowly, without realizing, so do you. The second, the cynic, not the ancient Greek philosopher who questioned convention, the modern cynic who has given up. This is the person who meets every possibility with a reason it will fail, every dream with a statistic, every hope with a reminder of how the world really works. They call it realism. But Seneca knew what it really was. "It is not that I am brave," he wrote, "it is that I know what to fear." The cynic fears possibility, because possibility requires risk, and risk requires something they lost long ago: belief in themselves. Spend enough time with the cynic and their fear begins to feel like wisdom. Their ceiling becomes your ceiling. Their surrender begins to look like clarity. The third, the unconscious vampire. This is the hardest to recognize, because they are not cruel. They may even love you, but they have never learned to hold their own emotional weight. Every crisis becomes your emergency. Every wound lands on your shoulders. Carl Jung called this kind of dynamic participation mystique, a psychological fusion where two people lose the boundary between where one ends and the other begins. You stop knowing what you feel, you only know what they need. And the tragedy is this: your endless availability is not helping them grow, it is preventing it. Here is what no one tells you. You already know these people drain you. You have known for a long time. The question is not why you haven't seen it. The question is why you haven't left. And the Stoics had an answer that cuts deep. Epictetus wrote, "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life." We stay because we believe at some level that if we give enough, something will change, that our loyalty will heal them, that our patience will transform them. This is not love. This is what the Stoics called a false impression, a belief untethered from reality. You cannot carry someone into a version of themselves they have not chosen to become. Marcus Aurelius understood this about the people in his court, about his own family. He wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, but also love the people with whom fate brings you together." Notice what he did not write. He did not write, "Dissolve into them." He did not write, "Lose yourself for them." Love and remain. So what did the ancients actually prescribe? Not cruelty, not cold indifference, not a wall around yourself that no one can climb. Something far more precise. Seneca called it selectio selection, a deliberate, conscious choosing of who enters your inner life. Not everyone who enters your house enters your soul. Not everyone who calls you friend deserves access to your deepest reserves of energy. The Stoics believed the most important thing you own is your hegemonikon, your ruling faculty, your mind, your attention, your capacity to reason and to feel. And whatever corrupts it, whatever slowly pulls it away from virtue, clarity, and truth, must be treated with the same seriousness as a threat to your body. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." But this only works if you recognize what is truly standing in the way. Sometimes it is circumstance, sometimes it is fear, and sometimes it is the company you keep. There is a simple question the ancients would have you ask. Not, "Does this person make me happy?" Happiness is too small, too temporary, too easily faked. The question is this: after time with this person, am I more myself or less? Do I leave with more clarity about who I am and what I value? Or do I leave confused, smaller, vaguely ashamed of something I cannot name? Seneca called the people who leave you more yourself friends of the soul, and he considered them among the rarest gifts a human life could contain. He wrote, "One who sees all things as they are, who values the soul, needs a friend in whose company he can be frank, unguarded, fully present, without the armor you wear everywhere else. If you have one person like this in your life, you are wealthy beyond measure. And if the people around you require the opposite, constant performance, constant caution, then you are not in company. You are in captivity." Here is where the ancient warning becomes personal. Some of the people who drain you are not strangers. They are your family, your oldest friends, the people you have loved the longest. And the Stoics did not pretend this was simple. Marcus Aurelius spent his reign surrounded by people he could not leave and would not abandon. But he built something inside himself that no external person could reach. A private room, a philosophical interior that existed beyond the noise of Rome, beyond court politics, beyond even grief. He wrote his meditations in that room, not for publication, for survival. The Stoic answer is not always distance. Sometimes it is depth. Depth of your own inner life, depth of your own values, depth of your own silence. When you are rooted deeply enough in yourself, other people's chaos stops reaching your center. You can be present without being consumed. You can love without being dissolved. This is what the ancients called ataraxia, a state of calm that does not depend on the world cooperating. The ancient warning is not protect yourself from people. It is know yourself well enough that you recognize what is yours and what belongs to someone else. Your exhaustion is information. Your emptiness is a signal. Your dread before certain conversations is not weakness. It is your deepest self, telling you something that your politeness has been drowning out. Seneca wrote his most urgent words near the end of his life, words he wrote knowing he would soon be ordered to die by an emperor he had once served. Vindica te tibi, reclaim yourself for yourself, not for your ambitions, not for your reputation, not even for the people you love, for yourself. First, entirely, without apology, because a person who has been slowly emptied cannot offer anything real to anyone, not presence, not wisdom, not love, only the performance of it. And you were not made for performance. You were made for something far more difficult and far more rare, an examined life, one where you choose consciously, deliberately, with open eyes who gets to be near the fire that is you. Guard it well,